Hi everybody, I'm Philip Duncan. Thank you for joining us for our Thursday weather video brought to you by Country TV Sky Channel 081. Let's start in the South Island where we've got this snow event potentially happening today. Now we are expecting snow to fall to low levels. When we say low levels, that's between 100 and 300 metres in our minds. If it's sea level, we usually say that. So there could be the odd flurry that goes a little lower than 100, but it's a fine borderline, that 100 metre mark. It could swing around plus or minus 100 metres or so. So it's coming into this area in the deep south, mostly around northern Southland, Otago, and southern parts and inland parts of Canterbury. So it's a little bit complicated exactly where it is, but mainly that lower part of New Zealand, inland especially up around the mountains, we expect some very heavy snow. That's the reason why there's been a little bit more attention on this one than usual. Not so much we're talking about snow to low levels in the main centres, but more about the fact that the snow at slightly higher elevations could be pretty heavy. With this rain that's also coming into the west coast and then the polar air hitting it, that's your recipe for some pretty heavy snow. But once you get to about Christchurch northwards, quite a different setup, certainly warmer and windier, and double-digit highs are definitely in store for these northern areas. Whereas single-digit highs are more in store for Dunedin and Invercargill for the next 4 or 5 days. So here's the low itself on Friday. You can see there's still some rain around it as it moves away. By lunchtime, most of it should have cleared away, and the snow level will lift to about 300 or 400 metres during the morning, and then probably 800 metres later in the day towards nighttime. In the North Island, the front that's moving up the South Island reaches central areas during the day. It goes up towards Waikato into the afternoon, slow moving, and could become quite persistent as it moves in. It's just a very slow moving but very narrow band of rain being held up by this big high northeast of us. Into the weekend, and Saturday starts off wet around northern New Zealand. This is the main feature, lots of rain coming out of that. Slow moving, held up by this high pressure system, and a slight development to its north, which just helps feed it a wee bit. The good news is the South Island's going to clear up, the sun's going to come back, and things are going to warm up a little bit as well. Canterbury's the only area that doesn't really see major change over the weekend, but you will notice your temperatures dropping, and for those who need the rain, not much in it, sorry, it's pretty dry as winds turn around to the southwest. Now, if you need a 10-day forecast, Sky Channel 081, Country TV.